Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm just going to be talking a little bit about everyday carry tools and items, and I'm going to be making a pocket pry bar. So basically what EDC is, it stands for everyday carry. It's basically just items that you carry with you in your pockets typically, just wherever you go. It can be your keys and your phone and your wallet, although a lot of people like to add in little tools and stuff that are pretty useful day to day. Right here, this is a pretty decent example. It's just a little tool here. It's got a bottle opener on the back, a set of wrenches, and a pocket pry bar there on the front, or it could be used for flathead screwdrivers. This is one I don't carry because it's kind of big and clunky, but the EDC I typically carry with me every day is a Swiss Army knife here. Sorry, there's a plane flying over. It's probably the Russians. So as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by that Russian jet flying over. This is the pocket knife I carry with me every day. It's just a Swiss Army knife, really simple. It's got G10 scales. It's a really good company, super high quality knife. A knife I carry with me sometimes also is this Buck 110. A really nice knife. I got a nice leather case on it. It was a gift from my brother. The other knife I carry sometimes is the one I made in one of my previous videos, the friction folder. Really strong, robust, good blade for all sorts of uses. I carry a lighter typically with me. I don't smoke, but you'll be surprised how many uses a lighter has just in day-to-day life. Sometimes you just need like melt a little bit of plastic or something to make something fit, or even give yourself a little bit of light if you need. My keys I carry with me. They have a little dollar store cheap flashlight on them. I need to get that replaced with an actual good company. And I have another pocket pry bar. And this is actually what I'm going to be making today. There's a couple things I don't like about this one. This is just a cheap store-bought one. Now there's sirens driving by. But this one, it's really thin. I can actually flex it in my fingers. It would probably bend if you were to actually do any actual prying work with it. It's got this nasty little bottle opener. It's super sharp. It always gets caught on stuff, and who the heck actually opens bottles these days? So I'm going to be making another one of these ones, and I'm going to be making it just out of some thick steel. It's just going to be basic steel one. There's a lot online that are Damascus and have like cool handle scales and everything. Although I'm just going to be making a small, nice, convenient one that I can put on my keychain and take with me every day. Alright, so what I have here is just an old file from a knife I tried to make a while back that didn't work out so well. So I'm going to be using it to make two of these pocket pry bars. Alright, so I got the file piece all cut out, and I cleaned up all the cuts on the belt sander here. Alright, so as you can see, I got it all profiled out. It looks super nice, super shiny. But as you can see, the steel up here is softened. You can tell that it's softened because it changed color. So I am gonna have to heat treat it after. But first I'm just going to drill a quick lanyard hole at the top here. Alright, so I got the hole drilled, and I got this secondary little divot to keep it like nice and smooth. I didn't do it on this side because this is the side that you kind of look at and the side that has to look nice. Although you may notice that the hole is not perfectly centered, so if you have OCD, this tool is not for you. So now I'm going to heat treat it basically. Alright, so after a successful quench, the file is super hard. I mean, the chisel, it is a file as well. I tested the file on the side. I didn't even touch this while sanding it. It's still a nice sharp file, still works really well. I cleaned it up a little bit with a wire wheel, and I gave it just a little tiny rounded bevel kind of on the edge there. You don't really want these things to be sharp because they're kind of in your pocket, but you want like a nice round convex thing for prying open things and perhaps splitting open things if you need to. So yeah, now it's got a working file on it, a working pry, and yeah, it's rock hard. So I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna soak it in vinegar, which will hopefully clean it up a little bit more, and then it'll basically be done. Alright, so I got the other pocket pry in the vinegar. I'm just going to let it sit there for a few hours, wait for all the crust and scale to come off and stuff. And I got the second piece of file here, and I'm just going to make this one and get it ready to put in the vinegar. And when this one's done, I'll take the other one out. Alright, so I had a successful heat treat on this one, and this one I'm actually going to make really shiny. I did put it in vinegar just to get rid of some of the scale, but I'm going to put it back on the sander and get it really nice and shiny because the person I'm making it for, I think, tends to like things a little more shiny, not as old looking. I like my things kind of old and used looking, although I'm going to make this one look really nice and shiny. Alright, so I gave this one a nice shiny polish there on the sander, and I liked it so much that I took mine and I put it back on the sander, so now mine's not quite as shiny as the other one, but it's still pretty shiny and nice looking. So now I'm going to test this one out. I'm not going to test out the other one just because it's a gift, and if something goes wrong with this one, or I guess I just don't want to get it dirty before I give it away, so I'm only going to be testing this one. Alright, so I'm not exactly sure what I would use this for every day, although I feel like it would just be very useful to have a file and a chisel and a pry bar with you, and a straight edge. That might be useful for like drawing. So, I mean, I guess I'm just going to start bashing it against things and see what it's able to do. So I got a piece of wood here. There we go. Now, like I said earlier, I'm not exactly sure what I would need this for in every day, although it still might just be like a nice thing to have like in my truck or something, just for those emergency times where you need to break something open and you need the assistance of a strong little tool like this. Now, what's amazing about little tools like this is that without this tiny little piece of metal here, I wouldn't have been able to absolutely just rip apart this piece of wood. I'm not sure why I would need to rip apart a piece of wood, but it's amazing that just a little helpful tool like this can give me the ability to do that. Now we're going to test out the little file on the side here. I just have a piece of mild steel angle iron. Oh yeah, it's moving a lot of material there. And the file is still nice and sharp. Obviously, we had a really good heat treat on this. And yeah, that can put quite a dent into this little piece of metal here with just the file on the side here. Alright guys, I'd like to wrap up this video. If you're wondering why I'm in the car, it's because I just finished basically the final test for the pocket pry bar. I've been carrying it around for a few days now. I've taken it to school, I've taken it to church, I've taken it to work, and it's been really nice to carry around. Just slips in my pocket, and the little lanyard lets me pull it out. I can wrap the little lanyard around my hand and use it to give me a really secure grip while I'm prying stuff and scraping stuff. I had to scrape a little bit of glue off my car dash, so it's proved very useful. The file on the side, I clipped my nails. I was like, okay, I can just use this as a file, and I used it as a file for my nails, and it worked. And yeah, so far it's proven pretty useful. It's really fun to just hold and fidget with, and overall I think I'll keep carrying it. And yeah, I think it passed the final test of being suited for EDC. And yeah, that's how I'd like to end this video. Thanks for watching. I'll have a new video coming out soon. I'm building a knife right now, and yeah, look forward to that, and I'll see you guys next time.